I'll redo it.
I think literally as God's looking down at me, stopping me going for some reason. Makes me a bit suspicious and wary. Anyway, Daddy Doo's going to fix it tomorrow and then we're going to go.
You want to go to Balearics, don't you?
I'm going to go. I'm going mad. Totally bonkers. I think people in the marina are starting to hate me because I'm getting frustrated and annoyed and loud and everybody's pissing me off. Especially sexist men make jokes on your behalf at ya because they're trying to make themselves look clever. Get them. Marinas. I hate sexism. Not that I'm a real feminist or anything, but it's sailing for God's sake. Anybody could do it. Makes no difference to man or female, does it? A thing dangling between my legs don't make me any better. Anyway, there we go. See you tomorrow.
I'm Nikki, and this is my gorgeous family. Chris, Bo, Bear, and our salty sea dog, Ada. We're sailing around the world on Pickle, an old catamaran we bought and did up after my major life-changing moment when I caught meningitis. Subscribe and enjoy the ride.
Enjoy it, Howie. I want as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. Day 3 of Windlass work, and Chris has spent all day stripping it down, cleaning it all off after yesterday.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
This is Elite Marine, what is it called?
Guindeau, some French, Guindeau.
And you're going to show them roughly how to strip it down. Now it's cleaned up a bit, we can show you. And this should be like a generic thing, shouldn't it?
Just take out a screw. We had to put a pulley puller on it, but you shouldn't have to because it hasn't never been taken.
You didn't explain that gearing system you just took off there, how it works?
Yeah, well, there's a Woodruff key in there, and it locks in there. I haven't put it in now, and that locks into there. I don't quite know. I suppose it stops that spinning.
This here, teeth, sit on those teeth, and if you put it under too much strains, for instance, if you was putting a chain out of your locker, and it got knotted up and caught, the click, as it goes click, 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 it would slip. And it's designed to slip.
I don't see how it would though, because neither of them.
So it doesn't rip your deck out. It comes out.
Can't come out.
It's under a spring. There's a spring inside there.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's springs inside there. You can't really see them very well on this one, but there's springs inside there.
Oh, yeah.
So the inside, under a very, very high load, you know, like if it was almost like that would compress. So that tooth would go like that away, and it would slip. So you wouldn't rip. Yeah, so you wouldn't break anything, you wouldn't rip your deck out or something. So they're designed on both sides. This is for the rope, that's for your chain, although you can put rope on that side as well. But yeah, so that's quite a good clutch, quite a good gearing mechanism. There you go.
Yeah, quite a good.
Just thought I'd explain that to him, just in case.
This piece it's a one way, so you tighten it up with that. The clutch is in there, you're slacking it off. So I'm guessing that all lays just if that's too tight, something to lock against. That's what I've used it for, and that's literally just slips off. 6 screws, stainless into aluminium.
So you need some of that special paste, was
like
it?
Durallac or something. 5 out and 1's broke, which is stainless into aluminium, which is an absolute nightmare. So I might be getting our engineer friend Stuart to maybe get that out, so I don't want to wreck it. So then this exposes the shaft. There was a bearing on here, which the bearing sits in there, the seal, but it was leaking because it's well,
I showed him the bearing yesterday in the tub. It was just absolutely falling apart, but that's where it sat against that spring. Holds the spring back. Yeah, before you take that inside there, if you look, you can see where the cog sits on the worm gear at the bottom. So the worm gear turns, and that turns the cog. So that's the little plate you just took off, isn't it?
That's the access to the end of the worm gear.
And the bearing there.
But I'm guessing because it's centre punched to stop it turning, it's not meant to remove, and there's a pin in there.
Yeah.
It's been banged in. I'm guessing that never needs to come out. But if you did, you'd take that off. But we're not going down that.
No. Yeah.
So then next, you got the gypsy wheel.
Screws.
So this unscrews, again bronze. It sits against there to tighten it up, puts pressure on it. That'll spin in there like that. Then when you tighten it up, that all shuts up and locks it all up.
Stops it spinning.
So release it, let your chain go, tighten it up, bring your chain back up. So your first half of your clutch, cone, bronze cone. Then you got your gypsy wheel, again bronze.
Again, clutch on each side.
And then this, we tried to get this off.
This is the bit we can't get off at the moment, isn't it?
No, so we've taken these off. These all came out. I've had this off before. These all came out fine, but we just can't get that off. I sort of damaged it a little bit.
Trying to.
So I'm gonna have to sort of.
Our pulley puller won't, because the angle will get behind it to pull it out. So we just.
I'm thinking maybe a bit of heat.
Okay.
So the whole lot comes out. Sprocket and all.
So there we go.
To reveal that.
Now that's the other side.
So this is the other locking mechanism.
It's actually the same thing. It works on the exact same principle as I just explained on the other one. Where have you put the other one? Over there.
Yeah,
so,
this.
Yeah, so it's the exact same principle. So when it's under massive load and you're going to break something, it'll pull back on the spring.
This is for it locks it one way. You turn it. You know when you turn it other way, and you got your click, click. So a washer, which is I had to cut the bearing off with a Dremel.
Yeah, so we've got a little nick in our washer.
Little nick in washer, but I think it'll be alright. It's only holding spring.
Yeah.
The bearings will be like
brand new.
Sort of pressed on, so it's tight fit. And then you've got the bronze block.
Quite a lot of bronze in this, isn't it?
Quite, yeah. Sort of cleaned up, and then that's as far as I can go. So you can't get in there. I've tried holding it and giving it a whack with mallet, but I'm not going to go. So maybe a bit of heat on it, and then you got another bronze gear, which
is in perfect condition.
Which everything's in perfect condition, yeah.
Which is amazing. When you see the state of it yesterday, the fact that it's the gears inside and the wheel gear and that, it's all okay. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, this was a bit of a mess. I've had to sort of clean all that up, took key out of that.
But you know what though? Things that made years and years ago were just made better. They're made to last.
Well, I think this has been on since '84. It says on motor, and I bet I'd probably bet any money that I bet it's never been opened. But they're not meant to be opened, are they? Look, if you look in here, look, you can see the sludge. That's what it turned to. Well, it leaked out, and I topped it up, and I put the oil in that you're supposed to put in these.
Which is like 90.
Hoping.
Which is like a 90 weight.
80-90 weight oil, yeah. Transmission oil.
Transmission oil. Gear oil. Gearbox oil.
I think whatever were in there wasn't the same, and I've either put mineral in. I've put mineral in, and I think it's synthetic, and somebody told me to do that.
Can it be synthetic if it was 84?
No, I think there's synthetic in here.
How can it be synthetic if it's 84? Did they have synthetic oils in 84?
I don't know. Well, maybe it's been opened then. I honestly don't know. But the oil I've put in's reacted with the oil.
No, I think what happened. Them bearings are gone. Water or something's gone in. The oil's dried up. We've put oil in, and it's degunked some of the skunked up oil, and then caused all that crap.
There. Anyway, that's.
And behind here, which is quite easy to take off.
Three bolts, yeah.
It's the little motor that runs it. Well, quite a powerful motor.
1 kilowatt.
There we go.
So there you go, yeah.
Well done, Chris, for all your hours of working on it. Woo! Sexy underpants. Why are you in underpants?
Too sexy for this job. Too sexy for this job. Too sexy for this job. I am. You've had a bit of a leak, haven't you? And because I can't do much else with bloody Windlass, I thought I'd have a fixing leak days. The boat that Jack built is one of them, isn't it?
But it's okay, we'll fix all the leaks one day. In the meantime, we went along to a cute little band practice with our new mate Phoenix, who's bloody brilliant, and a really cool engineer, Stuart.
Don't worry, everything. I laugh at all of your jokes. I love you, need to go. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried, and I'm all alone.
So after lots of fun and a few beers, we shook off the next day and took the boat out for a nice test sail.
This is our first sail in how long? 12 months?
You're not wearing it, leaving it there.
It's crazy, isn't it? All this time we've been on the boat, doing all these boat jobs, and we haven't even got out and got our sails up till now. We're just going out now. We've put our main up already. It was into the wind for a bit, so I want to get it up.
And there are our friends over there.
We're going out, we're going to go out buddy boating. We're just going out there and back to see how far it is, eh?
Yeah.
Test the engine, the new alternator, see how that gets on. We're not sure if the belt's a bit tight. And
and then yeah, just get the sails off a bit, innit? Oh my god, I'm so happy, so happy, so happy, happy, happy. Ah! I really like that boat going out also though, look. Love it. The big one. It looks, yeah. Sailing.
Are you sailing? Woo! And chilly.
Yeah.
Tacking's always
Sailing
chilly.
in the South Spain, sailing in the Mediterranean.
You idiot.
We're out. Got the mainsail up. No engine. The sails. So beautiful. It feels so nice. My life jacket on. I don't see. Our best friends.
Are you going back in? Have you just come round to close?
Yeah, look through the binoculars. Horizon as far as you can see. Honestly, I feel in my little bubble sailing. I love it. We've never sailed this close to a boat than this. A minute ago was nearly touching. Pretty, that boat is literally so nice. It's 36 foot, 1 foot bigger than ours.
What are you doing?
Just clean this shaft from a nice clean t-shirt.
This is your usual attire when you're doing boat work.
Yeah, this is the shaft for the windlass that we had machined. It were all war, so it wouldn't. The engineer said it wouldn't fit on. The seal wouldn't
Still
seal.
wouldn't fit, yeah.
So they turned this down and then they
Let's
like,
do
pressed it
layman's
on.
terms so people can understand if they don't understand what that means.
Yeah, they've turned it. Yeah,
Turned it down. I wouldn't know what that means if I didn't know about engineering, would I?
Lathe, put it in lathe spin, and it just
Takes a little bit off.
yeah. And then they've made a collar, pressed it on. They haven't done a very good job here. I'm not happy with it.
And then there's like a raised bump here.
It's not happy with it all. So this.
No, not happy with it.
So
And 110
so-
euros they charged us to do that, which
And
is
it
a
goes,
con.
and it was saying it perfect. It'd be perfect. We talk price perfect, and it's not perfect. Anyway, so we got new bearings, which are an ordeal in itself. You had to ring a translator. It was pretty funny actually. They were all right, guys.
Yeah, you end up behind the counter on the phone to
Yeah,
somebody.
So we got new bearings. So I mean, that's you should sort of expect it to sort of start, and then it's square, and then tap it down. I'm going to take it round to the engineer.
Not the one that did the work,
No,
our
one
friend.
the one that helped us to bits, yeah, and then we'll carry on.
Oh, the only other thing is, that I should tell him, is on ours, other one, it was open on one side, the bearing, it was closed on one side and open the other side. What's that called when it's like that?
It's open, closed race, or
Closed
open race.
And this is a closed race
It's
one
a
on
race,
both sides.
It's a race of bearings.
I don't know, we're assuming this is going to be okay, but you can ask Stuart about that as well. Stuart from
Hi, Matt.
There we go. We would recommend him, he's a brilliant guy, isn't he?
Brilliant guy.
Really, really nice.
Helps us out no end.
And he's clever as well.
And invited us to band practice.
Yeah, we went and watched him play guitar, didn't we?
Yeah, which was fun.
Yeah, brilliant.
So I am outside Arc Glow Inox, Almerimar. Just got to see my good friend Stuart, or see if the shaft has been done for the windlass. If you're ever in Almerimar, want any welding done, this is the place to go. Great chap. Yeah. So now I'm in Stuart's workshop, and he's just smoothed all this off. It was a bit tight. It's like glass now. Absolutely brilliant job. So we should be able to get that billet today. And this is the star himself. This is Stuart, the stainless steel man, best man in Almerimar. Highly recommended. Great bloke. Even invites us to his band practice. So there you go. If you're in Almerimar, this is the place you need to come to.
We've come back and Stuart's done a brilliant job. All shiny and lovely and brilliant, isn't it? It's great, isn't he, Ian?
Super duper.
So what's this you're doing now? Putting the seal in?
I'm going to try and put this, seal it. The seals were a mil bigger than the original ones, which I don't think matters because it's a bit of a
recess.
I've already put it in this one.
Bit of a recess.
I've already put it in this one, and the bearing fits in nice. Doesn't sit up against it.
Oh yeah, lovely.
So
My finger.
yeah, that I couldn't. You can get it in so far. I think there's like really hard. I don't know if
Well, it's got a metal bead. Oh, yeah, it's got a metal bead in it, isn't it? Stainless steel.
So, let's try and...
Hit it dead square.
That sounded like it hit all metal up around. So there you go, that's that in. Got loads of oil in. I've kept oil because we've kept it outside, it stinks.
Yeah.
I've just sort of kept it lubricated so it doesn't, because that's not stainless steel, so it doesn't rust. So I think now I'll clean it all out.
Some old rags, clean it up. Yeah, might as well. Oh, my back's absolutely killing me. Killing me, man. Okay, well, I'll record when you're building it back up in a minute, huh? God, I'm patron. I can't tell you how.
Happy.
Oh, I just feel so honoured, and it helps so much more than people will ever imagine, as we were in a very old boat and very little money, and we're still determined to get around the world without a flash boat and without lots of money, and we're proving that you can with a bit of determination. So every patron means the absolute world to me, us. So from the pickle crew,
Thank you, a big thank you.
thank you so much for believing in me. I literally could cry.
You talk to your mum about it.
Yeah, when I talk to my mum and tell my mum I'll cry, that's fine. It's fine. I won't like name names up, you know, but thank you so much for believing in me and supporting us. Crazy, isn't it? I love doing this. I love telling everybody all our adventures and what we're doing and where we're going, and now we're achieving it, and I hope to inspire others. So to think that people are believing in us and we're actually, you know, getting out there and showing the world that you can do it on very little money and stuff, it's yeah, thank you. Just thank you so much. I will now go back to showing you Chris building up the windlass, which is probably more interesting to you than me being all emotional. Thank you guys. Yes.
Right, so...
You show us what you're doing. I'll come out there a bit, eh?
Yeah, so I'm gonna... I think this is the first step. I mean, I don't know about this stuff, but...
Yeah, so you put a bit of grease around it. I missed that bit. You put a little bit
I bought these O-rings. The ones we had in was these. I mean, obviously they're squashed.
Yeah, they're very
So
squashy.
when he measured it, he said they're 2 mil
Right.
and they're 2.5 mil.
Okay,
I think
so
they're more 1.5 mil.
Okay, so they're slightly bigger.
So that's the seal. I've just put some grease on this.
A little bit of grease, yeah. And this is cast aluminium, isn't it?
Yeah.
If anybody wants
Yeah,
to
I'm
know.
not happy.
Inside there is the little motor.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that.
You're not?
No, that's not sitting in flush. If I tighten them anymore, I'm going to break them. So that's a no.
So, what happens now then?
Don't know.
Plan B.
I'm not going. I can't leave that like that where water's going to get down there. He's just going to eat away at seal. Look at how
Well,
well, my thumbnail in it. I
Okay.
can't tighten them anymore.
Well, the other thing you could do, you could fill it with Sikaflex and make a seal.
Look how tight they are.
Okay, so you need to find somewhere else that does O-rings so we can get the right one, which is more delay, so we're not going to get to Blairix, are we?
It's got to be right on it. I'm not happy with them. They're too tight.
Right, so we might as well stop recording them because they're not going to want to see all this, are they?
No.
That's messing about. Right,
Fucking knew that went back.
back another day then. Again. Bye. Shagfish.
Yeah, that's...
What are you doing then, buggerlugs?
Well, it seems like we've got...
All stations go. No,
Think
what?
about
Right then, let's watch you build it up. Go for it, Daddy Doos.
I'm doing this backwards.
Why are you doing it backwards then?
Because really you should build this side up, put spring on, then do that side, but I've just been and had that pressed, tapped on, so... Does this noise look?
What was your impression?
Ding, ding, ding,
Oh my
ding.
duck, 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 duck. There we go, duck, 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 duck. No,
Right,
yours are definitely better than mine.
See, how long will grease down there though? I reckon, yeah.
Oh, nay, that wasn't her. Oh!
It wasn't like that. Hopefully that'll just stay there a second. It's Duralap,
I died to stop.
which stops the stainless steel screws reacting
You're not a very good fighter.
with the aluminium.
So you went back out today to another engineering shop or whatever it was,
Hydraulic shop, yeah.
and they had a seal that was 1.8, wasn't it?
Yep.
And when you've tried it, it's pretty.
I can feel it squashing it.
It certainly is.
It's only a little bit.
Took its toll, this, isn't it? Keep building up. Took its time finding the parts and getting it right. It's really been a bit of arse, isn't it?
It's been a bit of a pain, yeah.
Yeah. That's one side on. Are you putting the end bit on?
I'm putting, yeah.
Bit of grease on that bit.
Oh, it's got that rubber
It's got the rubber thing on, so
O-ring or whatever they're called. They're called
yeah, the
O-rings.
rubber O-ring, yeah.
That's the seal that leaked before, wasn't it?
Mm.
So, you know, might leak. You don't know, do you?
Well, if it does, well, this is why we can't just put it on, can we, and just go, because you need to make sure it's not going to leak.
You're gonna have fun tipping that in there anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. That's definitely going to go up that gear anyway, isn't it? Which will pull it all into insides.
Screws are in, and no leaking so far, no?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright.
Brilliant.
So, grease the shaft up.
Greased it all up. Excellent.
So when we service it, make sure these come off every year.
Yes. You know best. Key in. Ropey wheel thingy, bring your bobby on. they all come apart, don't they? Very similar, aren't they? The windlasses, either vertical or horizontal, but they're all quite similar the way they fit together.
Cut, but didn't cut, so we'll put that back in.
Should I take 3 photos of
But that's the bolt we couldn't get in, remember, because I'd damaged thread, hadn't I?
Yeah, goes in nicely now though.
It's been re-tapped. Rubber armour so I don't damage it.
Nothing like a good mallet, huh?
Yeah.
Inktober!
Inktober, right? And what did you do? What did you make?
I made a frogfish.
You drew a frogfish. Can we have a look at it?
It's not basically ink, but it's on a scratch card.
You did a scratchy one, didn't you? Not quite ink. Bo did the ink ones. Let's have a look. I love it. Hold it still so we can see it. That is brilliant frogfish. Really good, Bear. Well done. Here's some of those. One for Bowden for Ink October and one for Blade. Was it Blade? Blade, you sort of roll a blade. That pillow, Matthew, with a sabbit on.
Racing pillow.
Ooh, fish. I like that one. Yellowfin tuna, your coloured ink pen. We're looking at artwork, Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Inktober.
Inktober, yeah.
Not Stoptober.
Not Stoptober, no. We
Good, then I can have a beer then, later.
We don't drink enough to do Stoptober, do we? Unless we're with Joe and Gavin, and then we drink a lot. And we have loads and loads of fun because they
Well,
just
we
don't. We don't stop laughing. They're the funniest people ever. They're brilliant, aren't they?
Oh, that went on lovely, that.
Make us giggle.
It's a little bit tight on end, but yeah.
Inktober!
Inktober.
Yeah, still, that sounds nice, doesn't
Oh,
it?
it sounds lovely. Aren't you clever, Daddy Doos? See how
Nice
clever
and-
Daddy Doos is?
Nice and easy to...
Guys, go on the channel.
There's oil getting in it. It turns lovely, that now.
See what a clever man you are. I told
Well,
you,
get your hand
didn't
into
I?
it.
I've said this so many times, but you can literally do anything, Chris. Anything you turn your mind to. Can't he? Fix anything, do anything. You're amazing. Just for all the women out
I
there,
am done.
he's taken.
Hang on, you know what I am done?
What have you done? Go on, tell us, what haven't you
I need
done?
a bit of... Just to put a tiny little bit of grease on these...
Oh, underneath. Okay, yeah. So it don't
I
jump
mean,
on it.
some people don't put it on
And have a dry clutch.
and have a dry clutch.
Right. But we're having a tiny smear of grease clutch. A lot of people
Yeah,
use that
it's like-
Tefl, don't they? Is it called Tefl? What's that called? Is it
Tef gel.
Tef gel?
Which
That's
is-
it.
I was going to get some being, you know, I like everything that everyone else has got. And then when we looked at how much it costs,
We're just going to go for marine grease
it's
instead.
absolutely stupid price. Yeah, it's really overpriced.
Comes in like a little syringe. You go, very, very good, but we just haven't got
You
it.
can buy it in the little like
More than
syringe,
gold.
10mm syringe, whatever it was, 15mm,
Oh yeah, the little one.
tiny little syringe. It were about, I think it were about 60 quid or something. It was a tiny little
Christ,
syringe.
I'm
70,
sorry.
it was 69.99 and 70 quid or something.
Well,
And
I can't afford that.
with the 700ml or whatever it was, silicone tube full, it were hundreds, and I couldn't believe how much it was.
Well,
So I'm
not in
gonna,
a million years can we afford
But
that.
what's that green one?
This is it's a waterproof in sort of marine grease there. This is like butter and flour in your dish, girls, if any girls are watching this.
There's a good chance though.
Or bakers.
We have a one-way windlass, so we only have power winding it up, which I prefer.
Wind it in, and when we let
Which
it
a lot
out,
of people have
it's
said they get
free.
lazy because they delay it up and let it down, and then when they go to need it, 'cause it fails, it's all locked up, so they can't release it right back clutch out.
Simple when you know how.
And
There we
that's
go. So now we've just got to go fit it back on deck, put the wires back to the motor and everything,
then
and
give it a
try a
run.
little. Yeah. And then we'll go out there and anchor and
Clean the anti-foul. Yes! Oh, and the best! You get the swing!
Which we see, what did we see? Which
We've seen box jellyfish
Oh yeah.
that migrate from the Pacific.
Apparently, I don't know. You know that, Bo. You know so much stuff. You're so clever.
Don't.
Yeah, box jellyfish literally
We
swim around the
also see
boat. I couldn't believe it. 100%. We did see
I
a big
said
shoal
to
of
Dad,
barracudas.
nobody believed me the first time. I said to Dad, there's a box jellyfish behind you. And he
I
went,
googled it
"That's
and
just
there
a
is.
normal jellyfish."
There is
And
box
there is
jellyfish in
actually
Mediterranean.
jellyfish.
Yeah, 100%. It was box jellyfish.
You in the Mediterranean.
They're not quite as poisonous.
migrated from the Pacific.
So it took all day to refit the windlass, and did a fantastic job because he's pretty flipping brilliant, and it's all fit. It's all back on, all sealed down, everything's great. I heard it running, sounds smooth and lovely and great. And then he went, "Oh yeah, Nikki, listen to this, sounds good." And we flicked the little switch. You just flip the cover up and push it with your toe or your finger, and it went no, and didn't do anything. So he did actually say the wiring was looking a bit old and crappy, and it's been hanging down because you had to obviously rip it all apart. And had a look, and the wire has broke to the switch now, hasn't it? So what's your job tomorrow now?
Fix that wire. It's only what we want. Or remind me, I've got to take that back.
I honestly think
I'm
that
gonna take
there
that
is
back to
something stopping us going now. It's getting ridiculous.
What did you
Every
say?
single
I said
time.
about the wire and you said, "Well, I'm trying to fix that before we go."
No, that was when I thought you meant rewiring it. I thought you meant you rewiring the whole thing right back to the battery. But the little bit on the end that goes into like a block connector.
No, it's just badly done, so it just what I'm just redo it, yeah. I'll redo it,
I think literally it's God's looking down at me, stopping me going for some reason. Makes me a bit suspicious and wary. Anyway, Daddy Doo's going to fix it tomorrow, and then we're going to
you
go.
want to go to Balearics, don't you?
I need to go. I'm going mad. Bonkers. I think people in the marina are starting to hate me because I'm getting frustrated and annoyed
Everybody.
and loud, and everybody's pissing me off.
I'm taking it out.
Especially sexist men that make jokes on your behalf at ya because they'll try and make themselves look clever. You get them? Mariners. I hate sexism. Not that I'm a real feminist or anything, but it's sailing, for God's sake. Anybody could do it. Makes no difference, you man or female, does it? A thing dangling between my legs don't make me any better. Anyway, there we go. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching all our crazy windlass problems this week, and come join us next time when we actually leave. I'm so excited. Remember, like and subscribe, press that bell button, that really helps. Massive thank you to our wonderful patrons again. You're making this all possible. If you'd like to join our Patreon family, follow the link below. See you next time, guys.